It's easy to see.
Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good!
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Thursday afternoon inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show between the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds and the Maple River Raiders. Both teams coming off wins yesterday as Maple River defeated Barnes County North 75-13. In that win, they were led by the 14 points of Carly Holvelson for the 5'8" 8th grader. While on the opposite side for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbird, Hankinson Warbirds, they defeated Enderlin 52-40. Gracie Kaczynski had 19 points. And then from there, you also had in the win Zoe Bowensinger with 15 points and 4 rebounds. Earlier today, Richland defeated Barnes County North 56-10. The winner of this game will play in the championship tomorrow at 7:30. The loser could play in the championship again and have a rematch if, barring what happened from a tiebreaker criteria, but more than likely the loser of this game would play at the third place game at 6 o'clock. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this with the starting lineups and the opening tip from Valley City. It's high school girls basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck or Neil. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
As we get ready here for the starting lineups on our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, go online to IrieINS.com. That again is IrieINS.com. It features the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds with 1 win and 3 losses on the season, going up against the Maple River Raiders at 2-1 on the season here. Both teams coming off wins back on Tuesday here inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes with you here on this broadcast as we get ready here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds out in their all-black uniforms here tonight as they will come out with their starting lineups. Rylan Gutzmeyer got his first win in his head coaching career yesterday as they will go like this. Emerson Johnson, a 5'9" sophomore guard. You also have from there the Lauren Oster, the 5'4" senior here. Zoe Bowenstengel, a 5'6" senior guard with 15 points and 4 rebounds. You have Caroline Pitts, the 6'3" junior center in this tournament so far, 8 points and 7 boards. And Gracie Kaczynski, the 5'11" senior forward. So Johnson, Oster, Bowenstengel, Pitts, and Kaczynski, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds, 1 win, 3 losses on the season. Rylan Gutzmer, again, the head coach here for the Warbirds. Go from there to the Maple River Raiders as we will get this one underway just after the 6 o'clock hour here as they'll go like this. It is going to be Bree Kaloran. Brielle, but Bree for short for the 5'10" sophomore. You have Iris Richmond, the 5'7" junior guard. Addison Hanig, the 6'1" sophomore center. From there, Kiana Leroux, the 5'5" junior guard, Kiana. And then Chloe Wetch, the 5'5" senior guard here for the Maple River Raiders. Maple River again, Kaloran, Richmond, Hanig, Leroux, and Wetch. Maple River head coach by Nathan Hoots with 2 wins and 1 loss on the season. These two teams will meet again, but that meeting will be on February the 6th at Maple River in what will be a Region 1 contest. This a non-region game here between the Warbirds and the Raiders. 4 8-minute quarters on our City Hope scoreboard as we get this one ready to get underway. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse in Valley City. Caroline Pitts in the center circle here for the Warbirds as she will be going up against Hanig here for the Raiders. As we'll get this one up and in the center circle, and the opening tip is at 6:02 here on this Thursday afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, as Bowenstengel brings in the front court. Right-hand side, this will be to Oster. Maple River will come out, little man-to-man defense as Pitts tries to corral it before it's an over and back and does. Kaloran here is on the guard. That'll be a fun matchup throughout the night. This one in the circle and be stolen away by Iris Richmond for the opening turnover of the contest. We go the other way now for Maple River as they will handle it in the front court with Chloe Wedge. Wedge at the top of the key, left-hand side, three-pointer. Richmond on the way off the front iron, and a rebound coming here to the Warbirds and Emerson Johnson. Which team's going to strike first here early and play with the lead? Kaczynski's open. That's dangerous. Hanig, though, with a partially blocked shot, and Kaloran wants to go the other way with the basketball. As she handles it, that was almost an over and back. Ball goes now on the interior and a turnover here on Maple River. The Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds through 4 games so far this season, averaging 41 points per game defensively, giving up 58 points per contest. As Kaczynski will look to break the press, as she does into the front court here. She hands it off to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel goes behind the back there on Wedge, and there's a foul on Chloe. That'll be her first and the team's first. For the Maple River Raiders so far through 3 contests, averaging 51 points per game, defensively giving up 38 points per contest here for the Raiders. Bowenstengel, left wing, ball gets skipped across to Pitts, now to the near sideline in Oster. Oster trying to get by Wedge there, throws one up off the backboard. That shot's going to be off the mark. Bowenstengel gets fouled, and she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, and it looks like Richmond will get caught for the foul, and it is. Iris will handle her first, team second. Bowenstengel, 1 of 2 from the free throw line yesterday in the Warbirds win, on Tuesday in the Warbirds win over the Enderlin Eagles. Free throw attempt number 1 is going to be off the mark. As Bowenstengel will be back to have the opportunity here to get the Warbirds out in front, and does. So Bowenstengel gets the first point of the night here for the Warbirds as they will play with the lead on our City of Hope scoreboard. Wedge's pass, that'll be a turnover here on Maple River, their second on the baseline. The winner of this contest will play at 7:30 tomorrow night in the championship. If the next game with the Lobos of Lamora Litchfield Marion, if they win, that would be their opponent. If they lose, then we go to some tiebreaker criteria. On the near sideline here, Kaczynski double team. This one off the hands of Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel's pass right-hand side. LaRue is there for the tip, and he'll stay with the Warbirds. Very active defense so far here for the Raiders in the half court. Lance Lukes, part of our 3 officiating crew, will inbound the basketball here to the Warbirds as Bowenstengel will go out of bounds in a turnover here on Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, their second of the contest. Maple River coming off a 75-13 win against Barnes County North on Tuesday. Well, for the Warbirds, a 12-point win against the Enderlin Eagles. This one gets turned over the other way with the basketball quickly. Left-handed layup is going to be off the mark by Emerson Johnson, and a rebound comes to Maple River. The Raiders with LaRue will handle the basketball. LaRue left wing. This is to Richmond. Richmond's pass to the top of the key here, and it's going to be still free as Richmond will corral it. Hanig posting up on the inside. Nothing's there, and a turnover. This one with Wedge, and the basketball will be with Emerson Johnson. Bowenstengel slowing it up the floor now. Open is the baseline. Jumper on the way. That's good for 2 here for the Warbirds, as this will be with Lauren Oster. Oster gets the first field goal of the game here at the 5:36 mark on our City of Hope scoreboard. Wedge with the basketball in the front court, looking to cross over, takes a ball screen, does on the pick and roll to Hanig. Hanig goes hard down the paint, throws it up, and she gets fouled as she was able to split a pair of Warbirds. Foul will be coming here on Kaczynski. That'll be her first and the team's first as we go to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the way here for Addison Hanig. Her first free throws here of this tournament. Free throw attempt number 1 will be off the mark. Maple River looking to crack that cylinder here in the first quarter, as Addison will be back to the free throw line. Second one on the way. And that's off the mark as well. Kaczynski gets the rebound, and for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, Bowenstengel now will be able to bring the ball up the floor. And she looks to the left-hand side, little 4-out-1 in offense right now here for the Warbirds. Oster will handle the basketball as she hands it left-hand side. Deep jumper on the way, and that's with Kaczynski showing her range. Kaczynski now with her first made field goal. She's got 21 points here in this tournament, and the Raiders will handle the basketball in the front court with Chloe Wedge. Wedge bounce pass right-hand side, LaRude. Lee Rude with the basketball now back between the circles for Kiana, the 5'5 junior guard. Little crossover here. She spins. Going to attack the paint. Finds Hannick. Her shot partially blocked by Pitts. Hannick gets the ball right back. Jumper from the baseline is going to be long. And a rebound to Bowen-Stingle here for the Warbirds. And a foul in the backcourt. This will be with Addison Hannick. Her first and the team's third as we have a substitution into the game now for the Warbirds. Olivia Froelich will check in, as the Maple River Raiders will also make a substitution as Carly Hovelson, the 5'6", 8th grader, will come into the game. A little full court token pressure defense now as the Raiders will look to trap when they can, and they get the steal. Going with it the other way is Kaloran. Kaloran bounce pass across the paint, right-handed layup for two to Hovelson. And that one's actually going to be with Iris Richmond, as the Maple River faithful can take a seat now in front of us. And they inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse, and we'll have a foul here in the front court now on the Raiders, as this one will come across, and this will be on Chloe Wedge, her second and the team's fourth. So right now, the Warbirds lead it by 3. Oster with 2, Kaczynski with 2, and Bowen-Stingle with a made free throw. 2 points on the way for Iris Richmond here for the Raiders. Looking to half-court trap. Jumper, top of the key. 3! Rattles in. Kiara Johnson, the 5'6 junior guard, with the first triple here of this contest. Hovelson, the front court. This one goes to Kaloran. Kaloran bounce pass across the paint to Hannig. And now it's going to be at the top of the key here with 20 seconds on the shot clock for Hovelson. Hovelson looks to spin. Back up now to Claire Irie, the freshman guard. Back to Hovelson here, going hard down the paint. We're going to have a traveling violation on Maple River. We got them down for 5 turnovers here in this first quarter. Well, for the Warbirds, they currently have 2 and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. 3:37 left to play in the opening quarter. The Warbirds lead it by 6.
Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. We are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
My name is Jared.
Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here on this Thursday early evening here from the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Timeout on the floor. This one taken by the Warbirds as they lead it by 6 here with 3:37 left to play in the first quarter, and a good looking crowd filing in here inside Valley City State University. Bowen-Stingle, double team comes, gets it across the floor here. The Raiders looking to trap. Kaczynski to Pitts. Pitts on the inside, back to Bowen-Stingle. Bowen-Stingle lost the basketball. Now it's going to be with Hannig the other end. Hannig 3-on-3 with it. Driving kick, right baseline jumper by Richmond is short. Rebound, though, by Hovelson, and a block shot, but getting enough of the arm might be Kaczynski. And it is Gracie Kaczynski. That'll be her second, and that'll be the team's second. So you got Wedge with 2 for the Raiders, 2 here for Kaczynski, and Hovelson goes to free throw line. Free throw attempt number 1 is good. Substitution here as Kaczynski will check out. Coming into the game is going to be Summer Steinhaus, the 5'4 sophomore forward. 5 points and 2 rebounds in their win against the Enderlin Eagles. Free throw attempt number 2 by Hovelson is good. Hovelson led the floor for the Raiders in their win against Barnes County North with 14 points, and she had 4 steals against the Bison on Tuesday. Pitts able to break the press. Pitts' shot is off the mark. Second chance, though, for the 6'3 junior center, able to get the follow-through, and she's got her first 2 points of the night. Hovelson showing off the dribbling handles here, finds Hannig. Thought about a 3. She hit one last season. Right-hand side now going to be a drive, and Irie will go to the free throw line. These will be free throw opportunities 5 and 6 for the Raiders, as you have Johnson, Kiara picking up the foul, her first and the team's third. Free throw attempt, 1 of 2 on the way for the 5'7 freshman. Irene had 6 points and 4 rebounds in their win over Barnes County North. Substitution as Lee Rude will check back into the game for the Raiders. Coming back in for the Warbirds will be Emerson Johnson. Reminder, we will have the games for you tomorrow here on yourliveevent.com as well, starting at 4:15 with our coverage for the 5th place game. Free throw attempt number 2 is off the front iron. Rebound comes to Pitts. Pitts, an all-region one volleyball performer, and she had 8.7 rebounds on Tuesday. Right now, the Raiders down by 6. Stealing the pass, though, was Claire Irie. Irie looks to go coast-to-coast, right-handed layup for 2. Irie becomes the 3rd different Raider in the scoring column here as the Raiders are back within 4, and they continue to handle the full-court press. Warbirds got to get it across. They do, and they somehow hang on the basketball as Pitts looks back door, and there's a reach and foul. Reach and foul coming across here. This will be on Kaloran. This will be her first, and that'll be the team's 5th on the way. And we'll have a substitution as Bowenstengel will check into the game for Emerson Johnson. Maple River, we've seen a little bit of everything so far. A 1-3-1 full court trap. We've seen them trapping in the half court as well, and the man defense when it allows. They're trying to go inside to Pitts, getting on the floor. Scrappy for that one was Hovelson, and a turnover, number 4 here on the Warbirds. 5 so far for the Raiders, 4 for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. Under 2 minutes to go in our opening quarter on our City of Hope scoreboard here, and the Raiders might give the ball right back. Tie-up possession will favor Maple River. 8-2 with 3:37 left to play in the first quarter. The Raiders have cut that deficit down by a bucket as Violet Richmond, the 5'5" 7th grader, comes in to the contest now for the Raiders. Hovelson at the right of the key, spins, Hannick posting up. LaRude with the basketball now at the top of the key. Lee Rude will handle it there near sideline Richmond. Richmond with a couple hard dribbles, driving kick to Hovelson, under 20 on the shot clock. And we're going to have a bumping foul here on the Warbirds. This will be their 4th as a team. The first on Olivia Froelich, her first, and the team's 4th. So far, the foul situation, 2 on Kaczynski and 2 on Wetch. Everybody else with 1 or none so far in the opening 6.5 minutes. As Kiana will inbound the basketball to the right of the baseline here. As this will go to Hovelson, back to Kiana. Right baseline 3 off the mark. Rebound will come to the Warbirds, and here they go the other way with Johnson. And defense here by Hovelson to bat that basketball away, as will stay with the Warbirds. Checking back into the contest, Lauren Oster here, the 5'4" senior. Warbirds finishing 4th place in the Region 1 volleyball tournament. This one will come the other end here for Pitts. Finds Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel, a lot of pressure on her. Open left of the key. 3-pointer on the way. Is off the mark by Oster. Ball gets tapped out and 1, and then we're going to have a wraparound foul here on Summer Steinhaus. Steinhaus picks up her first and the team's 5th, so both teams will have just 1 foul to give before its bonus opportunity here in this first half of play. Hovelson goes hard to the 10, partially blocked by Pitts. On the backside help, and Bowenstengel will handle it here. Zoe unable to get a shot off so far. Give a lot of credit to the Raiders defense as they're trying to eye her and alongside Kaczynski here in their game plan. Warbirds right now give it to Pitts on the inside. Nice find to the right baseline. Jumper off the mark, no good, as that jumper is missed by Steinhaus. Then we have a foul here on the Warbirds. This one coming across. This will be on Kiara Johnson, her 2nd and the team's 6th. So 2 on Johnson and 2 on Kaczynski right now for the Warbirds. Hovelson takes a ball screen here, looking to pop a pass inside to Hannick. There was a lot of hands in the passing lane for the Warbirds as they come up with the steal. Mayor Lidgerwood Hankinson been very well defensively so far here in the opening 7.5 minutes. Bowenstengel takes a ball screen, looks to attack the paint. As she does, gives it to Johnson, and Johnson will be out of bounds here. And the Warbirds will pick up a turnover. For the Warbirds, so far 4 field goals, 1 3 by Johnson. For the Raiders, just 2 field goals and 2 free throws by Hovelson. But a bucket here by the Raiders would cut it back to a 1-possession deficit. Richmond. Hannig and a traveling violation here by the Raiders. So with 3.7 seconds left now in the first quarter, it can be the Warbirds to try to take the last shot before we get to the second stanza. This one will come across. Oster will handle it there, and there's a foul. This one will come with Holvelson, her first, and the team 6. So both teams now will be in the bonus for the remainder of this half. As the Warbirds will inbound the basketball. As they do, Pitts gets by Hannig, gets the shot off, and unable to finish it off, but it will be a Warbird lead at 10-6 on our City of Hope scoreboard as we go to the second quarter on YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Farming Today.
As we continue here on our City of Hope scoreboard, it's the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds 10, the Maple River Raiders 6. Maple River shooting 2 of 8 from the floor in the opening quarter. They were 2 of 6 from the free throw line with 6 turnovers for the Warbirds. 4 of 11 shooting in the first quarter. They had 8 rebounds, 2 assists to 7 turnovers here for the Warbirds. Is taking a look here as we get ready to go for this second quarter of play, as the Warbirds will handle the basketball as they have a full court pressure defense here for the Raiders off the inbounds. This one will come for the Warbirds, and that will be an illegal screen going the other way. Summer Steinhaus will pick up her second, and that'll be the team's 8th turnover. Hannig will check back in as Claire Irie will check out. So you got Richmond, Kalor, and Hannig on the floor with Wetch in with her as well in Iris Richmond. Bree attacks, left-handed layup, got it to go for 2. Kaloran, the 4th different player in the scoring column, now full court defense, and Kaloran will come up with a foul and will have the bonus the other way, and Bree will join Wetch with her 2nd personal foul. Both teams playing aggressive, and right now the officials calling it tight, so you just got to go with how the officials are calling it, and it's been a clean game. You got enough for the body, enough for the wrist, a hip check here, a hip check there, and we have 14 combined fouls so far as Oster will go to the free throw line. Free throw attempt will be off the mark, and the Warbirds now 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. The Raiders will bring it up the floor here with Richmond to the baseline. Hannig looking for the up and under move, and Addison unable to finish it. Good move. Bowenstengel gets the rebound. Warbirds have led wire to wire so far in their opening half, as this one will be to the top of the key here for the Warbirds now with Froelich. Froelich inside as the Warbirds with Oster lost it for a moment. Back to Froelich here. Froelich on the baseline, and that's going to be an offensive charge, creating some separation in space. Froelich will pick up the foul. That's going to be her 2nd, the team's 7th as Pitts comes in. So the Warbirds right now, Kiara Johnson with 2, Steinhaus with 2. You have Froelich with 2, and then you have Kaczynski with 2 as well. So 8 team fouls here on the Warbirds. Wetch crossing over, gets cut off now to Richmond. Richmond to the right-hand side to Lee Rood. Ball gets skipped to Violet on the near sideline. Violet crossing over. Kiana to the baseline here. Shot clock down to 15. Trying to post up Hannig on this 4-out-1 in motion driving cut offense. Wetch, right wing, uses that dribble. Richmond takes a couple hard dribbles down the paint. Floater off the backboard for 2. That was the best offensive set we've seen by the Raiders. Had to be patient with really good Warbirds defense, but found a little sliver of a lane to the 7th grader there in Violet Richmond, and she finished off the window. Bowen Stengel getting guarded up by Richmond. Drives, kick, open, right wing three for the answer. Got it to go. Emerson Johnson with the second made triple here for the Warbirds, and the Warbirds lead it back by 3 on our City of Hope scoreboard. Wetch to the baseline here, open for an answer three by Richmond. No, Hanig can't get that one, and now the Warbirds will work it the other end of the floor here with Froelich. Froelich with the basketball, and this is going to be a turnover. Wetch will handle it the other way. It's a 2-on-1 for Chloe. Chloe finds Hanig here. This one will be at the top of the key, and LaRue very close to being over and back. Looks for a ball screen, takes one there by Wetch. LaRue goes down the paint, bounce pass across the paint to Hanig. Hanig looks to go straight up, and she does on Pitts for 2. Addison Hanig, the 6'1 sophomore center, with her first field goal here of the contest. Go on the other end of the floor. This one goes to Froelich, leaves it behind to Bowen Stengel now for the Warbirds. Warbirds with 10 points in the first quarter, trying to make it 6 in the second with a Bowen Stengel 3 off the iron. Pitts comes out of nowhere, putback, lost it on her way up, and then it's still loose underneath, and now it's going to be in the hands of the Warbirds. Froelich creating space here. Right-handed layup off the mark, and Leroot able to collect the rebound. A bucket here would give the Raiders their first lead of the contest on our City of Hope scoreboard, as the Warbirds have continued to play well on this man-to-man defense. Wetch rips it through, goes hard down the paint, right-handed layup off the mark, and Bowen Stengel with the rebound. Bowen Stengel finds herself in a little trouble as she's able to dribble out of it now in transition for the Warbirds. Points have been hard to come by for both teams with this scrapper here so far in this girls basketball contest. Pitts looking for the pick and roll, nothing there. They do switch. Richmond, though, gets the steal. Richmond with a chance to go coast to coast. Bowen Stengel getting back well defensively. Richmond right-handed layup for 2. And a timeout on the floor, and for the first time tonight, the Raiders have a lead on our City of Hope scoreboard. It's Maple River up by 1.
You used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Back inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse on our City of Hope scoreboard, work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings and housing options, go online to hopeND.com. That's hopeND.com. After this contest, the winner will play at 7:30 tomorrow night right here on YourLiveEvent.com. The loser more than likely will play in the third place game at 6 tomorrow, barring the outcome of our next game, however, between Enderlin and Lemoore Litcham-Marion. All you need to do, you win this game between these two teams, you're in the championship tomorrow. The Lobos have won the last 6 girls basketball championships here at the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Warbirds right-hand side will handle it now around the horn here to Bowen Stengel. It ends up in Pitts' hands as she's going to drive. Check that, that's Maidenwald. Now it goes to Bowen Stengel, right wing jumper off the mark, and a rebound by Iris Richmond. Richmond very active so far today. A couple of steals, 4 points, bucket in each quarter. Violet Richmond left-hand side with the basketball. Now to Chloe Wetch at the top of the key. Wetch able to rip it through, and there's a reach and foul here on Emerson Johnson. Her first, team's 9th, and Wetch will go to the free throw line for the make one to get one opportunity. Wetch, yesterday against Barnes County North, just played 7.5 minutes, but had 7 points and 3 steals as a lot of the starters after the first quarter gave way to some of the reserve players for the Raiders. Free throw attempt on the way for Wetch, got it to go. Maple River now in this contest, 3 of 7 as a team from the free throw line. Currently outscoring the Warbirds 9-3 in this second quarter. Free throw attempt number 2 is good by Wedge. So Wedge gets in the scoring column here. Wants to make sure she doesn't pick up her 3rd foul, however. You have her and Kaloran both with 2 for the Raiders. Maiden Walt's going to spin back in her defender down open. There's Johnson. She'll drive and kick. Bowen-Stingle triple off the back tab. Rebound to Kaloran, and bodies banging on the inside. And everyone looks to be all right as Violet Richmond will handle the basketball. Raiders bringing to the front court now to handle the offense as Richmond takes a ball screen as she handles it behind the back now to Wedge. Top of the key, shot fake. Wedge with a power dribble. Nice bounce pass to Kaloran, and there's a foul. Bree will go to the free throw line. Summer Steinhaus will pick up her 3rd, team's 10th, and Kaloran will go to the line to shoot 2. The 5'10 sophomore guard maker forward here for Kaloran. Free throw attempt is good. First free throw attempt of the contest here for Kaloran. It's the largest lead right now for Maple River. Free throw attempt number 2 is going to rattle in. So a nice run brewing here for the Raiders as they've been playing well here in this second quarter, outscoring the Warbirds 12-3 right now. Wedge on the guard of Bowen-Stingle. Both teams been exclusive, pretty much man defense throughout this contest in the half court. Maiden Walt at the left wing, back in her defender down. Now it's Johnson. Johnson open, 16-footer off the tab. No, Bowen-Stingle inside the paint, put back, can't get it to go, and Kaloran clears the window. Wedge now in the front court, and a bucket here to get up by 3 possessions for the Raiders. Maple River with Wedge crossing over. Driving kick to Richmond, and there's a traveling violation here on Iris. We have a substitution as Pitts will check back into the game here for the Warbirds. Take a look at a season ago for the Warbirds. You had Bowen-Stingle and Kaczynski part of the all-tournament team. For Maple River, it was Chloe Wedge. Turnover here as Richmond will get the ball. Now it's to Wedge. Chloe, a little hesitation, dribble. Nice bounce pass on the interior to Kaloran. She goes straight up, partially deflected on the shot there by Bowen-Stingle. Last touch by Bree as Hanig will check in for Iris Richmond. Gracie Kaczynski hasn't played here in the second quarter after picking up those 2 personal fouls in the first. Coach Gutzmer wants to get her to the third quarter fresh and ready to go. Doesn't want to gamble with that 3rd potential foul. Bowen-Stingle across the timeline. Here's Zoe. We'll see it at the right wing. Uses up that dribble, looking inside for Pitts. Pitts will drive to the baseline here. Double team comes late. Pitts somehow miraculously able to kiss that one off the backboard. I don't know if you want to shoot that shot in horse, much less in a contest here, but Pitts gets the 2 points. Wedge driving kick, Richmond. This one at the top of the key, back to Chloe now. Open. This one a 3 by Hovelson, splashes it in. Arlie Hovelson now with 5 points here. The Raiders are up by 6. Bowen-Stingle with the basketball here, takes a ball screen by Pitts. Bowen-Stingle, there's a little body foul on the hip check there by Addison. So you got Addison with 2, Chloe with 2, and Bree with 2 here for the Raiders. And that's a 1-and-1 opportunity for Bowen-Stingle. Bowen-Stingle 2 of 4 from the free throw line as Wedge will check out. As free throw attempts, make one to get one here for Bowen-Stingle. First one is good. Bowen-Stingle now 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Iris Richmond will come in as well, as Edison Hanig will check out of the game. Still to come on our halftime show, look at the first half numbers, take a look at what happened earlier today and what's to come here from the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Bowen-Stingle unable to get the shooter's roll on that second shot as Kaloran gets the defensive rebound. Kiana with the ball in the front court here, a little hesitation, dribble, ball goes to baseline to Richmond. Asking for it is Hovelson at the top of the key as she spins. Dribble, pull back. Oh, what a move. Unable to finish, though, with the 18-footer. Rebound by Bowen-Stingle. Maiden Walt collects it the other way, and then Hovelson will have the foul. And Carly will join the aforementioned Raiders with her second. And that'll be the team's night, so still a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Shylin Maidenwalt, the freshman at the free throw line. As Hovelson will check out of the game as Irie returns. Maple River right now with 15, make that 15 points in the quarter. The Warbirds currently now with 7 points here in the second. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for the Warbirds. Second one rattles in as well, as the Raiders will bring it to the front court. That lead trimmed down to 1 possession right now, as under 60 seconds left to play in the first half. Kaloran, right wing, driving kick. This one goes off the shoe of Irie, and we'll have a jump ball possession will favor the Raiders. Maple River on this season averaging 51 points per contest, giving up 38. The Warbirds averaging 41, and they're giving up 58 points per game. Leerud, dribble handoff. This goes to Irie. Irie attacks the paint, driving kick action now to Richmond. Richmond, this one goes to Richmond. Iris to Violet. Three-pointer off the mark, and Bowensingle gets the rebound. Quick outlet the other way. Steinhaus tries to beat everybody down the floor, but Violet Richmond gets back well defensively. Good job by the 7th grader hustling back to bat that ball out of bounds to not give up an easy layup opportunity to Steinhaus. As inbounding it here will be Zoe for the Warbirds. As she does, right-hand side, Johnson's going to drive here, and there's a reaching foul. It'll be on the floor, but 2 shots regardless. This foul will be with Violet. She has fouls to give. That's her first. Free throw opportunity, 2 on the way here for Emerson Johnson. First of 2 here for Johnson. As she misses the first, the Warbirds now in this quarter, 3 of 6 from the free throw line in the second quarter for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way. And got it to go. Johnson now with 4 points as the Raiders will handle the basketball here as they get it across with Leerud. Leerud leaves it near sideline. This one goes to Richmond. Maple River can take the final shot of the half if they want. Violet now with it between the circles on this little weaving offense here. Leerud right wing shot as the game clock is now to single digits. Leerud going to spin at the top of the key. Gets inside the paint. Good runner off the mark. No good. Pitts with a defensive rebound. Maidenwald tries to get the shot off. Does, but that's going to be short, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. After 1 half of play on our City of Hope scoreboard, it's Maple River up by 2. Our halftime show is coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
On our City of Hope scoreboard, Maple River 21-19, 16 make it 6 points in the first quarter, 15 points in the second for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds, 10 points in the first quarter and 9 points in the second. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Thank you for tuning in to high school athletics here on this Thursday night inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse. Take a look at the first half numbers. Maple River 7 of 20 shooting from the floor, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 6 of 10 from the free throw line for the Raiders. 13 rebounds, 2 assists, and 8 turnovers. For the Warbirds so far, team number 6 of 20 shooting, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 9 from the free throw line. 17 rebounds for the Warbirds, plus 4 on the Raiders, currently with 3 assists to 12 turnovers for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. Individual numbers, Maple River led by the 5 points of Carly Hovelson. Hovelson also with a steal. Then you got 4 points by Bree Kaloran with 2 rebounds, 4 points by Iris Richmond with 3 boards, 2 points by Addison Hannig with 3 rebounds and a steal, 2 points by Chloe Wetch, 2 points by Violet Richmond, and 2 points by Claire Irie as well here for Maple River. For the Warbirds, are currently led by the 4 points of Emerson Johnson, 4 points and 6 rebounds by Caroline Pitts, 3 points then by Kiara Johnson, 2 by Shylin Maidenwald, 2 by Gracie Kaczynski with playing with 2 personal fouls. Zoe Bowensinger with 2.7 rebounds so far with a assist as well, and 2 points by Lauren Oster here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. At the half, 21-19, points in the paint right now favoring Maple River. That could be an RDK Enterprises play of the match, where it's 16 points in the paint for Maple River compared to just 3 for the Warbirds. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll recap what happened earlier in the day between Barnes County North and alongside the Richland Colts. That's next here on your liveevent.com.
Committed to providing students with optimal learning opportunities so they can reach their full potential. Enderlin Area Schools creates learners who believe in the power of their education to help them learn, excel, influence their world, and direct their future. Enderlin Area Schools take pride in their school and community. For up-to-date information, go online to enderlin.k12.nd.us. Good luck to the Eagles participating in all activities throughout the year.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers. Let's take a look at what happened earlier today here. At the half, again, Raiders lead by 2 over the Warbirds. Earlier today, Richland defeated Barnes County North 56-10. As the Richland Colts, with Elena Schmidt with 16 points and Lillian Miranowski had 10 points for the Colts in the win. And the loss for Barnes County North, they were led here by the 4 points of Jaden Samick and 8 rebounds for the Bison. So the Bison will play for 5th place, we know for sure, tomorrow at 4:30. The Colts more than likely will play for 3rd place, but again, it depends on what's going to happen in our next game between Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, and Enderlin. If the Lobos win, LLM is back in the championship. Enderlin then would drop to 0-2, and they would play BCN in the 5th place game. Well, the loser of this game would play Richland for 3rd. If Enderlin wins, then you got to start going through some tiebreakers of head-to-head results, point differential up to 17, and fewest points allowed to figure out who would be the matchups then for 5th third place and the championship. Our coverage tomorrow gets underway at 2:15 here inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse. 4:15, for the fifth place game. Third place at 6, and the championship will be at 7:30 tomorrow. So again, the Lobos and the Eagles coming up next. That game is scheduled to tip at about 7:30, but earlier today, Richland defeated Barnes County North by a final of 56-10. Coming up later today on YourLiveEvent.com, Sargent County at Lisbon in girls basketball, and Norman County Eastfield and Hitterdal at Fargo Oak Grove. Those games will tip just after the 7 o'clock hour. For more information, go to our website, YourLiveEvent.com, or search our YouTube page, Your Live Event, and check out our Your Live Event Coaches Show from Wednesday night and more by searching Your Live Event. At the half, the Raiders lead by 2. Second half action is next from Valley City.
Want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you to stop by and find gifts for your loved ones during this holiday season, from giftware for men or women, and check out their toy selection for the kids. Lemoore Drugstore delivers any day of the week upon request and will answer any general health questions you have, from school supplies, greeting cards, prescription requests, and a reminder you can get the flu shot as well at Lemoore Drugstore, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information, go to LemooreDrugstore.com. Lemoore Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of snow and grain shovels alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by Lemoore Hardware today and browse their sweet pickin' section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. Lemoore Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information on all the services Lemoore Hardware offers, go online to LemooreHardware.com. That's LemooreHardware.com. The Maple.
As we get ready here for the contest between the Maple River Raiders and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds, as we get ready for second half action here on our City Hope scoreboard. Maple River 21, the Warbirds 19. Here in that first half again for the Warbirds. They were paced by the 4 points of Pitts. You also had the 4 points of Emerson Johnson. While for the Raiders, they're led by the 5 points of Hovelson here for Maple River as we get this second half underway, as the Warbirds will start with the basketball here in this second half, as Emerson Johnson will inbound the basketball. As she does, Bowen Stingle will handle it now for the Warbirds. This one, high post touch to Kaczynski. Kaczynski back to Bowen Stingle here at the right wing. Driving, hanging, shooting, and scoring is Zoe Bowen Stingle. Now with 4 points in the contest, and we're tied at 21 apiece here. With 7:40 left to play in this third quarter. Ball up top. This one goes to Hannig. Hannig, nice drive, and this one going to get blocked away on the way by Pitts. And the Warbirds get back in transition with Johnson. Layup off the mark and a board to Hannig. And then Hannig, the turnover going the other side here. Bowen-Stingle gives it. Oster off the glass, no. Ball gets tapped by Pitts, and it will go out of bounds to the Raiders. Opportunities here early, though, for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. Trying to start the second half as they did in the first quarter, getting up 8-2 early against the Raiders. Maple River in the front court here with Wetch to Hannig. Little 5-out offense, looking inside for LaRue. Nothing there to Richmond. Left-hand side to Wetch now. Wetch, dribble, pull-up, jumper off the back tab, and the board will come in and trying to get tied up for it. Now it's going to be out in transition. Bowen-Stingle, baseball pass up the floor to Kaczynski. Gracie Kaczynski finishes with the 2 points. Oh, what a find by Zoe Bowen-Stingle there in transition here for the Warbirds. 23-21, Wyndmere Lidgerwood now with the lead, as it says 23-21 the other way, as this one's going in. Turnaround jumper, no. Now it's going to be Richmond. Richmond shot, and then there's a foul. So we'll have foul coming here. This one will be on Pitts. It'll be her first, team's first. And we'll go to the free throw line here. As Richmond will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw attempt is good. And now the score should read 22 for the Raiders. And the score should read 23 for the Warbirds. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming. And that is good. So again, trying to get the scores table right again with where it is currently, as we have 23 to 22, and shot clock didn't start, so they will have to reset it as they were taking a look at the scorebook here and making sure that they had the proper score. Maple River currently with 23 points, and you're going to have 23 points as well here for the Warbirds. So it should be 23-23 with 6:21 left on the clock and about 32 seconds on the shot clock here, as they'll take a look and make sure everything is good to go on our City of Hope scoreboard down at the scores table here inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse. And it looks like everything is good, and we'll get back in action here on the near sideline, as they will put the shot clock at 30. So the Warbirds to inbound the basketball here with Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel looking inside for Pitts. Pitts lost it for a moment, out of bounds, and a turnover here on the Warbirds. A win for the Warbirds would get them to 2-3 on the season. A win for the Raiders would get them to 3-1 on the year. As Hanig will bring the ball in the front court here. Dribble handoff to Leroux. Now driving kick to Richmond. Near sideline, that's Wetch. Wetch with it at the left elbow. Little shot fake there. Leroux now at the top of the key with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Driving kick to Kaloran. Dribble from 15 feet. Pull up. Will rattle out and a board to Oster for the Warbirds. Oster with it, the other end of the floor, as she's going to spin to the baseline. Open, it's Johnson. Three-pointer, the knuckler off the mark, and a rebound coming down to Chloe Wetch. Double team here, and the Raiders now have numbers the other way. If they want to run in transition, they try to find Kaloran, and a turnover here by the Raiders. For Maple River from a season ago, 7 wins, 14 losses in their first year as a co-op here for the Raiders. On the opposite side, for the Warbirds last year when they were just Wyndmere Lidgerwood, 5-16 from a season ago. As this one will come in the front court now for the Warbirds. Oster's going to spin, double team comes, open is Bowenstengel just inside the three-point line off the front of the iron, and a rebound to Kaloran. Near sideline now for Richmond. Iris at the right wing slows it up, finds Wetch in transition. Wetch goes hard down the paint, right-handed runner off the mark. Kaczynski gets the rebound. As Kaczynski now will bring it up the other end of the floor as this one goes up the far sideline, poked away by Richmond, and the ball will stay with the Warbirds. A couple substitutions coming in here for the Warbirds, as this will be with Summer Steinhaus. As she will check in. Pitts quickly to check back into the game as well. So right now you're going to have Kiara Johnson with Bowenstengel up front. Summer Steinhaus with Kaczynski and Pitts here for the Warbirds. Bounce pass inside to Pitts. Lost it for a moment as Richmond gets the steal. Leroux, Hanig, Wetch, and Kaloran here for the Raiders. The original starting 5 on the floor right now for head coach Nathan Hoots. Ball goes to baseline. Richmond, left pocket, 3! Got it to go. Iris Richmond with all 5 points in the quarter here for Maple River. She's got 9, and the Raiders right now lead at 26-23. Bowenstengel, the other end of the floor with the basketball, goes behind the back. Wetch trying to get the steal, does on the tip. Goes to Richmond. Wetch now in the front court here as the Raiders will see this man defense. Kaczynski right now on the guard of Chloe. Coming through a double screen on the elevator is going to be Richmond, and not getting set. Might have been Hanig or Kaloran, and they're going to say that's on Addison. It's going to be her third and the team's first. So checking into the game now will be Homelson in for Hanig. Just wasn't completely set where she tried to get that elevator screen and come through, and it's going to be a ball that goes to the Warbirds. Full court pressure defense as Maple River will go with a guard-oriented lineup here on the floor. And this might be a chance for Kaczynski on the inside. Her and Kaloran been battling on the interior. There goes Kaczynski right to the right block for 2. Kaczynski now with 6, and the Warbirds are back within 1. The Raiders with it, the other end of the floor. Lidgerwood, right-hand side, jumper on the way by Holvelson is off the mark. Holvelson, though, follows her missed shot. Right-handed layup is no good. And the board coming here to the Warbirds. Steinhaus up the floor to Johnson. That's Emerson, and we'll have a blocking foul on Holvelson. And then we have a late whistle coming back the other end. And we'll see if it's on the floor or if it's on the ground. And this one will come across here for Holvelson, her 3rd, and now the team's 2nd. Substitution for the Warbirds. Inbounds for the Warbirds as this will go to the near side. Maple River will make a substitution on the next step ball with Violet Richmond checking in. Kaczynski over the double team inside the paint. No, Wetch with a rebound. Wetch now brings the ball up the floor. Finds Iris Richmond. Back to Kaloran inside the paint. Bree with the power dribble. Left-handed layup, no. And a rebound here to the Warbirds as this one goes to Bowen Stingle. Raiders getting some good looks, just can't get them to drop, and the Warbirds can be the benefactor right now with a May bucket to get the lead. Inside Kaczynski. Help comes late, and there's a foul on Bree. And Kaloran will pick up her 3rd, and that'll be the team's 3rd of this second half. 6 points for Kaczynski here so far in this tournament. 5 of 6 from the free throw line for Gracie. Free throw attempt on the way to tie and potentially take the lead. First of 2, got it to go. As we'll have a free throw coming again as Richmond checks in for Maple River. While for the Warbirds, Olivia Froelich will come in. This for the lead for the Warbirds. That one is good. Kaczynski with 6 points in the quarter, 8 in the contest, and the Warbirds lead it by 1 on our City of Hope scoreboard right now. Wetch with a nice crossover, gets the 10, right-handed layup for 2. Chloe Wetch with her first field goal. She's got 4, then a quick turnover here on Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. As the Warbirds will make a substitution alongside with the Raiders, as coming back on the game is Oster also back into the contest here for the Raiders will be Claire Irie. So Maple River up by 1 right now with the basketball with Richmond. Wetch in the corner on the baseline, shot fake. She's in a drive, throws it up with the left hand, gets fouled, and Chloe Wetch will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will come on Olivia Froelich. That's her 3rd, so you got Steinhaus and Froelich right now with 3 apiece for the Warbirds. 3 fouls each for Addison Hennig and Carly Holvelson for Maple River. Raiders' free throw attempt is off the mark. Now 8 of 13 from the free throw line for Maple River. Second one upcoming to try to give the Raiders a 2-point edge. 7 points so far in this quarter for the Raiders. Now make it 8. The points by Iris Richmond and Chloe Wetch so far. Full court broken press. Emerson Johnson with it, and Wetch is able to get the steal, and Chloe will go the other side. She doesn't have numbers, but gets by Kaczynski, pops a pass across the paint to Richmond, and Violet traveled with the basketball. Good thought, good idea. And sometimes right there is a guard when you're open in space. It's do you shoot the 16-footer, driving kick, or possibly get to the paint. But Wetch gets another steal going on the other end of the floor. Wetch looking for a little Euro step, left-handed layup for 2. Chloe Wetch now with 5 in the quarter, and the Raiders lead it by 4. And another steal. Here's Lidgerwood, bounce pass, Irie across the paint. That's good. 4 points here for Irie, and a timeout here by the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds. Raiders lead it by 6 on our City of Hope scoreboard on your liveevent.com.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities and to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple Valley Parents Organization on Facebook.
Points off turnovers, and that's what we're seeing right now by the Raiders to get them a 6-point edge with 2:06 left to play here in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor. This one will be with the Warbirds here. Full timeout here by Rylan Gutzmer, as he'll have a couple remaining in his back pocket. But right now, this all-guard-oriented lineup here for the Raiders causing some issues here for the Warbirds, at least in terms of the turnover. Here's a foul on the Raiders. This will be on Violet Richmond. This one will be her second and the team's fourth. Warbirds to inbound it, even though everything has been going their way in the last 90 seconds, still only down by 2 possessions. A bucket here would be big. We'll see if they look inside to Kaczynski. Three-pointer on the way is short. Kaczynski tries to grab it. Gracie does, spins the baseline, and she's got another one. Kaczynski now in double digits with 10. She's got 8 of her 10 in this third quarter, and she's got a tournament high 19 with her and Genevieve Gruba here so far in this tournament. Richmond tiptoes the sideline, gives it to Leerud. Kiana will handle it now to Wetch. Wetch rips it through, finds a teammate. Irie, this one deep three on the way off the front iron. Violet Richmond will handle it with the offensive board. Now it goes back to Wetch here. Wetch to Richmond. Violet with the basketball. Little one-on-one opportunity here. Richmond gets by her defender. Right layup off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, by Irie. Spin shot is good. Claire Irie offensive rebound. She's got 6. 4 in the quarter. Raiders up by 6. Full court pressure defense here and a turnover on the Warbirds. Here comes Wedge now, a bucket to make it a 2-possession game. This goes to Richmond. Irish drive, looking to pass. Good defense going straight up was Olivia Froelich, and Froelich sees the full court pressure defense now implied by the Raiders. Bowenstinkle baseball pass of the floor to Kaczynski, and there is going to be almost a turnover. Oster will handle it here. The Raiders and the Warbirds then will be tied up, and the jump ball will favor Maple River. So the old adage on a full court press, trying to get the team that you're pressing to either play maybe a gear or two in front of what they want, disrupt them, or bare minimum try to get some turnovers. And well, it's all three have happened here where they've gotten the Warbirds sped up, they've taken advantage of the turnovers, and they definitely have disrupted the offensive flow for the Warbirds right now, as they have been unable to keep this in a half-court style game in the last 3.5 minutes. Wetch with it, top of the key here. Raiders can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want here in the third. Wetch so far here with 7 points on the evening. Kaloran at the right wing with 10 seconds with 9. Bounce pass across the paint inside to hand. Expands to the left block off the window. No good. Kaczynski gets the rebound. Kaczynski will travel in the backcourt, and that's how we'll end this third quarter of play. After 3 quarters of play on our City of Hope scoreboard, it's the Maple River Raiders 39, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds 29, Maple River 35 on yourliveevent.com.
Broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Jim.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, Maple River 35-29 over Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson in the Barnes County girls basketball tournament. Right now, the Raiders with 4 assists, 13 turnovers. On the opposite side, the Warbirds currently with 3 assists and 21 turnovers. And a stat that is a difference maker, points off those turnovers. Maple River with 22 points off of 21 turnovers by the Warbirds, just 6 in comparison here for the Warbirds on the other side. But the Warbirds just down by 2 possessions. Double team inside on Kaczynski. Kaczynski looks for a teammate, and she's going to have a 3-second violation. Kaczynski leads the floor with 10 points right now for the Warbirds. She's had herself a nice game battling with those early foul troubles. 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting with 4 rebounds. Leerood's in a spin drive, gives it to Wedge. Wedge goes hard down the paint, left-handed layup for 2. Parted like the C right there. She's got 9. Other end of the floor, Wedge almost gets another steal here as the Raiders with their largest lead of the contest right now at 8 early in this fourth quarter. So to come on our post-game show, we'll get to our post-game conversation with the winning player, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and more still to come on our post-game report. Emerson Johnson on the right baseline. Double team comes. This one works around the horn. Open. Maidenwall three-pointer off the mark, and a rebound to Lidgerwood. Kiana will handle it now as she will bring it up the front court here for the Raiders in a bucket to get it to double digits. Wedge goes hard down the paint again, throws it up, and Chloe will get fouled. Wedge now with 9 points in the game. Foul upcoming here, as this one will come across on Kiara Johnson. That'll be her 3rd and the team's 3rd, as Wedge goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw attempt 1 of 2 here for Chloe. Got it to go. Second one on the way here for Wedge, as this one will come and in. Chloe with 9 points in the half. And in this half, she's 3 of 4 from the free throw line as well. Raiders up by 10. Warbirds in the front court. Right-hand side, Emerson Johnston lost it. Now it's going to be going the other side of the court here for the Raiders. Chloe Wedge inside to Addison Hannick. Ball gets tapped out to Richmond. And now the Raiders can run some offense here. Lidgerwood top of the key. Warbirds little man pressure defense up top to Wedge. Wedge takes a hard dribble down the paint, lost it. And it was last touched off a Warbird, as will stay here with Maple River. 5 seconds, however, on the shot clock as they will have to work quickly. As Wedge looks to get it in on the inbounds, does to Kaloran. Kaloran top of the key, gives it to Richmond. Richmond with 2 seconds, gets by her defender. Shot on the bottom of the backboard, and it's go to Bowen-Stingle. Bowen-Stingle in transition now for the Warbirds, looking for a bucket or try to get to the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Bowen-Stingle to Maidenwall. That's Shylin. Open now is Emerson Johnson. Cutting across the top of the key is going to be Kiara Johnson. Back to Emerson. Emerson's shot is off the backboard. No good. Rebound, though, the Warbirds. 15-footer spot up for Bowen-Stingle is long. Kaczynski tries to get the rebound, and it ends up with Johnson. Emerson stepped through, good for 2. Give Kiara Johnson the hockey assist on that one with the tip, and the Warbirds are back with an 8. Chloe Wedge now in the front court here for Maple River. Wedge backdoor on the find to Iris Richmond. Richmond will handle it there. Now to Kaloran. Kaloran drives, looks to pass to Wedge, and it's stolen here to Bowen-Stingle. And there's a steal, and there's an opportunity now for the Warbirds here to cut it to 2 possessions. Kaczynski posting up, left-handed layup for 2. Kaczynski has 12, a little 4-0 run right now by Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Hankinson, and Nathan Hoots wants a timeout. We'll break with him on the floor. 5:27 left to play in the fourth quarter. Raiders up by 6.
Inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
39-33, Maple River leads over Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson here in the Barnes County Girls Basketball Tournament. Game 5 of 9 still to come here tonight. Lemoore Litchfield Marion against the Enderlin Eagles. That game going to tip off probably closer to about a 7:45 tip here by the time we get through these last 5.5 minutes in this girls basketball contest. Earlier today, Richland won over Barnes County North. This one on the baseline, Kaloran's in a drive, double team comes. This one short corner, now around the horn here to Leroux at 15 on the shot clock. A 4-0 run here by the Warbirds. Open. This one, 3 on the way off the front iron by Hovelson. Board, though, by Kaloran. Put back for 2. Bree now has 6 points here, and the Raiders are up by 8. Go on the other end of the floor. Emerson Johnson lost it for a moment. That's a turnover here on the Warbirds, as we're starting to mount now with 24 in the contest. After this game gets done for Maple River, they will play again tomorrow and then go up against Sargent County on the 13th in Tower City, and then host Medina Pingree Buchanan on the 20th. Well, for the Warbirds, they're back in Region 1 play on December 13th, home against the number 1 team in the state in Central Cass, and they'll travel to Wilmot, South Dakota on December 16th. Addison Hannick, three-pointer off the mark. Ball out of play, last touch by Wetch here by Maple River. So an 8-point edge here, and we'll have a timeout. Might have... see what the officials will talk it over here. See with where the clock is right now with 4:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. 35 seconds on the shot clock again. It was a change of possession. That's just a matter of making sure that when the went back down and forth just to see where the clock is right now. Both teams again. In terms of fouls, 14 fouls for the Raiders, 3 right now for the Warbirds, as they're going to make sure the possession arrow is properly changed. As I'll say the next jump ball will favor Maple River, as the possession arrow did not change from the last jump ball, so the Raiders will get it on the next 50-50 ball, but it will be Warbirds basketball here after it went out of bounds off of Chloe. So the Warbirds looking to break the press as they handle it in the front court now. This one goes right through the hands of Johnson, and a turnover as Wetch is there. And the Raiders can play this one in 2 ways. You can try to just milk the clock as much as possible, limit possessions, or you can try to hit the dagger 3 with Chloe Wetch. Wetch with 14 points, her first three-pointer of the night, and the Raiders with their largest lead at 11. Johnson, the other end here for the Warbirds. That shot's off the mark. Leroux with the basketball, and then a turnover here on Maple River unless it was deflected. But Wetch right now with 12 of her 14 points here in the second half, as Iris Richmond will come into the game. And she'll come in for Leroux, and now for the Warbirds, they'll inbound it here with Zoe Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel back up top here for the Warbirds. Around the horn, inside to Kaczynski over Hennig, and she got it. Kaczynski now with 14 points. Warbirds back within 9 here as we're closing out the final 3.5 minutes of this girls basketball contest. 4th game of the season for the Raiders, 5th for the Warbirds. Hovelson dives into a double team. Ball goes around the horn now to Iris Richmond. Richmond back up top to Hennig. Hennig goes near sideline as this goes back now to Chloe Wetch. Wetch with 3:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass right wing to Hovelson. Hovelson takes a couple hard dribbles back to Wetch. Another 3 on the way. Off the front iron. Rebound tapped in 1. Here to the Warbirds, and Froelich splits a pair of Raiders. Froelich in the front court here for the Warbirds. Uses up that dribble. Finds Bowenstengel. Ball on the near side now for Emerson Johnson. Ball gets skipped to her sister, the other Johnson. 3 on the way, off the mark there by Kiara. Rebound, and it'll go to Maple River. Substitution into the contest now. Lauren Oster will come in here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. Warbirds 10 points in the first quarter, 9 in the second, 10 in the third, and so far here 6 in the fourth quarter. Maple River will bring it up the floor. It's been man defense so far by the Warbirds, but now they go into a little 2-3 matchup zone, looking to apply some pressure. Kaloran gets down the paint, left-handed layup for 2. Bree now with 8 points in the game, and might be the backbreaker, if you will. 11 points with about 2:45 left to play. Warbirds need a lot of things to break their way. Froelich goes to the baseline as this one will go to Bowenstengel, top of the key. This would help. Three-pointer off the back tab and a rebound by Hannig. And Nathan Hoots puts both of his hands up to say slow down, run the offense, and milk some clock as they don't need to get a shot off until under 2 minutes. This one to Hannig on the baseline here, back to the left of the key. For the Raiders, this will be on the near side, back up top, and we'll have a timeout by Nathan Hoots. We'll break as well. 2:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Raiders lead it by 11.
Is your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Thunder Seed.
Back here on our City of Hope scoreboard, 46-35, Maple River over Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson here in the fourth quarter. As the Raiders right now looking to put this game away. 6 points only in the first quarter. Got 15 in the second, 14 in the third, and right now 11 in the fourth quarter here for the Maple River Raiders. Timeout on the floor there by Nathan Hoots. He'll have a 3 remaining here in his back pocket for the Raiders right now. Right-hand side wedge to the baseline. This goes to Kaloran, as now they're trying to go the baseline back to Chloe. Trying to get a 3 off. Couldn't. Double team comes open as Richmond. 3 on the way. Off the mark, and Kaczynski gets the rebound. Kaczynski now the other end of the floor here for the Warbirds as they want to run in transition, and they got to get up and go in a hurry. This one to Pitts. Pitts looking inside. Finds a teammate. Froelich spins. Hangs. Shoot off the backboard. No good. And now it's Hovelson for the rebound. Hovelson will pass it off here to Chloe Wetch. Part of their 2 seniors with her and Ashton Hannig here on this roster this season for Maple River. Hovelson's going to drive hard down the paint. Right-hand, a layup for 2. Carly Hovelson now with 7 points, and the Raiders with 48 on the night. A crossover by Bowenstengel. Ball goes to the baseline here for the Warbirds. This one back to Zoe here at the right wing. Ball skipped near sideline now to Pitts. Pitts inside to Kaczynski, and there's a foul on Addison. Addison will pick up her 4th. That'll be the team's 5th, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Gracie Kaczynski. As Kaczynski goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throw attempts. First one is good. Kaczynski now with 15 points to lead the floor again here for the Warbirds. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming. Got it to go. So Kaczynski now with 16. And the Warbirds are back within 11, but right now the Warbirds will have to play the foul game to extend. And it looks like they'll just be compliant with just taking this result, trying to learn from it, and they'll play a game again tomorrow, more than likely in the 3rd place contest, as there's a reach and foul here against Emerson Johnson, her 2nd and the team's 4th. Maple River with this result would play at 7:30 tomorrow in the championship game. If the Lobos win, that would be their opponent. If the Lobos lose to Enderlin, then we got a tiebreaker scenario to figure out, because you'd have the Lobos, Enderlin, Richland, and Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson all at 1-1 here in 2 days of the BCT. The Raiders just playing a little keep away right now. Kaloran top of the key, looking to milk this shot clock and continue to kill this time off. Wetch near sideline to Hannig. Right wing free throw line extended, back up top, around the horn, back to the aforementioned Chloe. Chloe at the left wing. Wetch takes it down the paint, left-handed layup for 2, got it to go. Wetch now with 16 points to lead the floor for the Raiders. Maple River will get the steal here with Iris Richmond, and Nathan Hoots again puts both of his hands up, and that'll do it here inside the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse, where the Raiders pick up the win by a final of 50-37 here in this contest. Coming up next, we'll get to our post-game show and our player of the game and more. That's all coming up, but again, your final 50-37. Maple River picks up the win. Our post-game show is next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
It's easy to see yourself here at Valley City State University, where faculty know your name and your dreams, where opportunities stretch as far as your aspirations and your interests drive your college experience. Here you'll find a community that supports you in every aspect of college life, and you'll leave ready to make a difference in the world. See yourself at VCSU. Schedule a tour today.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Join us now in our post-game show here for the Maple River Raiders. That is Iris Richmond, the junior guard, finishing this contest with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 steals. And Iris, let's talk about those steals. You scored 27 points off turnovers as a team. You really got after them in the third quarter. What did those steals into offense? What does it kind of do for this unit?
I think it just brings a lot of energy to our team, and it gets us going, and just we get going from there.
And then at the end of the day, Chloe Wetch, she's been around this program for so long. You've been able to play with her for quite some time. When she can close out a game like that, what does this do for this ball club?
I think it just brings lots of energy once again, and she's just a great leader overall, and she's a role model for the whole team.
And now you get to play in a championship game. That's going to be a lot of fun, able to go 2-0 here in the BCT. Yes. Got to wait to see who your opponent is tomorrow night, but how fun is it, and what do you expect tomorrow evening in about 24 hours?
I think it's really exciting because we've never really have had this opportunity, and I'm hoping that we can end with the win.
It'll be a lot of fun. Iris, thanks so much for your time and good work on the defensive end here today. Iris Richmond again joined us, part of our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll come back after this and put a bow on this contest as the Raiders win by 13.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I am here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
New.
As we come back here in our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy player of the match in this one. And, well, you heard from one of them right there in Iris Richmond again. Very well defensively. Part of her and Chloe Wetch both had 5 steals. The defense was really the playmaker here in this one for Maple River in their 13-point win over the Warbirds. And Iris Richmond is part of our Enbridge Energy players of the game with her and Chloe Wetch. Tomorrow's happening right now more than ever. The world needs safe, secure, and sustainable alongside with affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowson.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. And our RDK Enterprises feature precision plays of the game, while Chloe Wetch had a coast-to-coast steal and score and finish with a Euro step in the third quarter. And then it goes again, points off turnovers. Maple River 27 points off of 26 Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Hankinson turnovers here in this one. That is a difference maker, and those are RDK Enterprises feature plays of the game with locations in Hillsborough and Drayton. They're your planter experts at RDK Enterprises as they continue to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service you expect from your planter experts at RDK Enterprises. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Taking a look at the final numbers here in this one for Maple River. 18 of 48 shooting from the floor, 3 of 13 from beyond the arc, and 11 of 16 from the free throw line. 30 rebounds, 16 turnovers, and 5 assists. For the Warbirds, 13 of 40 shooting from the floor at 32%, 2 of 11 from beyond the arc, and 9 of 13 from the line. 30 rebounds as well for the Warbirds, 4 assists to 26 turnovers. Maple River led in total points with Chloe Wetch with 16. She had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 5 steals. You had 9 points then by Iris Richmond on 3 of 8 shooting from the floor with 4 rebounds and 5 steals. 8 points by Bree Kaloran as well with 4 rebounds. 7 then by Carly Hovelson. 2 points by Violet Richmond and 2 points with Addison Hannig, and Claire Irie with 6 points and 3 rebounds on 3 of 4 shooting from the floor for Maple River. For the Warbirds, Gracie Kaczynski, 19 points yesterday, 16 points today, 16 points on 6 of 9 shooting and 5 rebounds for Kaczynski. 6 points by Emerson Johnson, 4 points then with Bowen Stingel. Zoe would have 9 rebounds and 2 steals. Caroline Pitts with 4 points and 6 boards as well. 3 then by Kiara Johnson, 2 by Shaden Mendenwald, and 2 points by Lauren Oster here for the Warbirds. But again, your final, Maple River 50-37. They pick up the win, go to 3-1 on this season. They'll play at 7:30 tomorrow for the Warbirds. If Lemoore Litchfield Marion wins their next game, the Warbirds will play for third at 6. If Enderlin wins, then you have 4 teams in a 3-way tiebreaker to figure out who plays for 5th, 3rd in the championship. So we'll have to wait and see officially when the Warbirds will play tomorrow. But our coverage gets underway at 4:15 with the 5th place game, 3rd place at 6, and the championship, which we know Maple River playing, that'll be at 7 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your night, and make sure you tune in to our next broadcast with the Lobos and the Eagles. That will get underway for the opening tip at about 7:40 here on YourLiveEvent.com.